What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Ezekiel. I am an intuitive tarot and oracle card reader. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another video. If you're new, what's up? Welcome to the family. I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. We'll be happy to have you along. Also, don't forget to like and share this video. It'll really help out my channel. But yeah, today, guys, funny story. So I initially, this was sometime maybe last week. And keep in mind, I recorded the video at the time of Mercury retrograde. So technology for me these past few weeks have just been teeth gritting. But yeah, I recorded a video for you guys like a week ago. It was a really good video. It was like 2.5 hours long, very detailed, a lot of good info. But the video got deleted somehow. I blame Apple. But yeah, the video got deleted. I kind of moped around for a few days, just mad at the stars for for that technological mishap. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. Took me a few days to get over it. But here I am today recording a brand new video for you guys. And I'm going to make sure that this one doesn't get deleted and is able to get delivered to you all. It's a different topic than my last one. Spirit kind of shifted things a little bit for me. So I might do the previous topic for the video that got deleted another time, but this topic, Spirit gave me the go, and I was like, okay. So when Spirit tells you to do it, you do it. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about attracting a healthy relationship. Got us singles out here who, so single that we're willing to take anyone, but you don't want to be in that mindset. You don't want to, attract just anyone. You don't want to just, have this one kind of person coming in all the time, because it might not be who you need, or what you need. So, we can attract relationships and connections, but are these relationships and connections, are they healthy for us? Are they healthy for our well-being, for our higher purpose, for our growth and our expansion? Are they vibrating in the energy of love? So we'll be talking about that, but ultimately we're going to be looking into how can you find someone who is ready, willing, and able to be in a healthy relationship with you. Of course, these are general readings, guys. So everything will not resonate with you 100%. Sometimes it may be a few messages in the reading for you. Sometimes it may be the whole thing. But like I said, they're general. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. If nothing resonates for you in a certain pile, then maybe that pile is not for you. So choose a different pile. And if other piles don't resonate with you, then this might just not be the reading for you. So check out my other videos. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. But 3 piles here. We have group 1. I'm gonna be using different tarot decks. I felt called to do that today. So group 1 with the Modern Witch tarot deck, and also this amethyst crystal, if you like to choose with crystals. And then pile 2 here with my African American tarot deck. I haven't used this deck in months, to be honest with y'all, but Spirit was like, let's use this deck today. But yeah, we have the Labradorite crystal with this deck. It's actually one of my favorite crystals. I don't know if you can see like the kind of color change. Look at it. Oh, so pretty. And then we have pile 3 here with my with the vice versa tarot deck. And I believe this is Rainbow Moonstone. It's very pretty. All right, guys. So take a few deep, mindful breaths. And when you are ready, you can either pause the video if you need more time, but when you're ready, the timestamps are in the description box below. And I will see you guys at your reading. See you. What's up, everyone? Everyone who has chosen pile 1 with the Modern Witch Tarot deck or the Amethyst Tower here. Here is your reading. So I just pulled all the cards. I haven't really had a chance to actually read these because I just literally pulled everything. But I picked up a few messages along the way. But yeah, let's just hop into it. So pile 1, I'm picking up quite strongly, based off of all of your cards here, that you guys have quite, what am I looking for? Like a limiting belief when it comes to love in your life. We're gonna get to that a little bit, but I definitely strongly feel like these beliefs really stem from either your childhood or from past heartbreaks or past relationships or connections that you've been in. But yeah, pile 1. What's up, trust issues? But we're gonna start off here with the 4 of Pentacles. This card here is representing something that you can work on to help you attract a healthy relationship. And you got the 4 of Pentacles here representing that. You know, I said what I said at the beginning. I definitely feel like with this being your first card here, this is definitely telling me that quite a large number of you guys are quite closed off when it comes to love. I feel like on one hand, some of you are closed off to those who, you know, might not meet your normal expectations. But I feel like these expectations are more superficial versus, you know, what actually needs to be an expectation. You know, you don't want to end up with someone who looks as fine as wine on the outside, but, you know, on the inside there is spoiled as milk, you know, which happens often. You know, it's a lot of good looking people walking around here, but, you know, are these good looking people good on the inside? You know, where are their hearts in? You know, what are their intentions? And I feel like a good number of you guys are drawn to people like this, and I feel like this might be a cycle of yours that you might have had, you know, attracting people or attracting relationships, attracting superficial relationships, relationships that, you know, it's just very surface level. It doesn't really get as deep as it could or it should be. And I definitely feel like you guys are really learning to be aware of that. You guys are really learning, you know, or really starting to take notice in, you know, your past cycles. You got the World card here too, so a lot of cycles that you guys have gone through. A lot of bullshit is what I'm picking up. You guys are going through quite a bit of bullshit in your life. But Spirit really wants you to know that everything happens for a reason. You're like at the end of a journey. The World card here. You know, the tarot deck starts with the major arcana, starts with the Fool, and it ends with the World. You know, the full starting off a journey and, ending off of the world, having the world in his hands, finally coming to full throttle. So I definitely feel like you guys definitely just need to keep persevering. If you're single as a Pringle and things are not looking as if they're moving, they are. Your spirit team is really working hard behind the scenes, but they're really, really waiting on you. The ball is in your court. One of you spirit guys really wanted me to say that the ball is in your court. One of your spirit guys really used to love basketball. That's a message that came up. Very random. But anyway, or maybe basketball means something to you guys. You might meet someone at a basketball game. Very interesting. But yeah, I definitely feel like for a lot of you guys, I say the ball is in your court. It's because, you can't attract people if you're not allowing people to come in, if you're not allowing others to have a space in your heart. You can't think that everyone is out to get you or everyone has bad or negative intentions. At some point in your life, you gotta be like, okay, well, I've been paranoid about this thing happening and it hasn't happened. So, why am I stressed or worried about it? And I feel like a lot of you guys really need to come to that realization. Fear is really an illusion. So if you're fearing, the outcome of maybe you talking to your crush, or maybe you opening up to people, opening up to new friends, or, new connections, opening up is, the best thing you can do. Like, you're scared of opening up because you're just scared of that outcome. You're scared of maybe what that person may say, or maybe judgment, or maybe fear of rejection. Just remember that rejection is divine protection or divine intervention. So, if you are rejected by people, that's okay. It's more than okay. If, it's almost like you never know unless you try, is what it was coming through. So definitely something that you can really work on to help you attract a healthy relationship is really opening your heart up and really opening your heart space for a place of love. I feel like you guys have done quite a bit of hermit mode. You've done quite a bit of, being to yourself, working on yourself, working on self-love, working on healing. Now, there are a number of you who still has some healing to do, because you do have the Temperance card here in reverse. Quite a bit of healing, emotional healing that needs to be done. But I feel like for the most part, a lot of you guys have really done a lot of work, a lot of, work on emotional healing. Now the next step, because the journey's never done, it's not going to be easy work, but the next step, after you've done some, oh, excuse me, get some water. But the next step after, doing the healing is to practice. When you're out and about, when you're at the grocery store, and, if you notice somebody wanting to talk to you, or even, strangers being like, hey, how are you? How's your day? Things like that. Don't ignore people. And I'm talking about myself, because I used to do this before I was working on my heart chakra. But just straight up ignore people, to be honest with you. But, don't ignore people. If someone's like, hey, how are you? Stop, and it doesn't have to be like a super long conversation, but, practicing opening up to other people, and, allowing the possibility of, maybe this person can be a friend, or maybe, this could progress to something different or something more in the future. You know, not stressing about what this person is on the outside or what this person looks like on the outside. Because I definitely feel like for most of you guys, you know, your future spouse or your future life partner, the person that you'll be spending the rest of the lifetime or a large portion of your lifetime with, it's probably going to be someone that is not your usual, per se. Not to say that they're going to be like completely different than, you know, what you're usually attracted to, but, you know, maybe you're used to tall guys. Maybe this person is medium height or average height or even shorter than you. Are you going to allow that height difference to really make a difference in finding true, healthy love in your life? People would. People would. They would. People are very superficial thinking like that, or very insecure like that, that they would pass up on an amazing opportunity just because the person doesn't look like what they usually like on the outside. But it's not about the outside, it's about on the inside. You know, the Four of Pentacles, she has this pentacle very close to her heart space. It's almost blocking it. But it's almost kind of representing, at least to me, you know, the pentacles is like materialism. You know, that superficial is like that surface area feeling that's, you know, blocking, you know, blocking the heart space. So it's this superficial feeling or the superficial expectation about, you know, what you want in a partner, blocking what you actually need in a partner, what your heart actually needs, not what you want, not what your ego want, not this pinnacle up here, but this pinnacle right here. You know, we want to move this pinnacle out the way so that we can have easy access to the heart space, because the heart is where love lives. It's not in the material things that you have. It's not in the money that you have. It's not in the career that you have. It's in the heart space. So in order to attract a healthy love life, you have to have a healthy, you know, love life with yourself. Even having a healthy relationship with your finances. You know, are you guys, you know, spending every dollar that comes in? Are you guys saving enough? That's kind of a side message, but are you guys saving enough money? Yeah, that's only for a few of you, but Spirit wanted me to get that out. Okay, so you got the Eight of Pentacles here to talk about a skewed idea that you may have of love. Now, I feel like with this Eight of Pentacles, kind of going back to where we're talking about like self-limiting beliefs, especially like, you know, from childhood, you know, growing up, maybe what you've seen in maybe your parents or other relationships that you may have seen around you. I feel like you have this skewed idea, because the Eight of Pentacles is about like action and working hard, like hard work. And I feel like you guys have this skewed idea that you have to just, you know, give all of yourself to another person. Just give, and not take some for yourself too. I mean, we're just, in our society, we really taught to, oh, this popped up again. But we're really taught to, that it's the best thing, especially like for women, which is really, you know, messed up, that, you know, some people are just taught to, you need to just give, and giving is the best thing that you can do. While yes, giving is good, but you also have to have a balance. There has to be a balance in every relationship or connection that you're in. You can't be the one always doing the hard work or doing too much. You cannot be that person. If you are, the relationship's not going to work out. I'm just telling you that now. It's just not going to work out if you're constantly putting yourself in, and the other person, if you're putting 100% in and the other person's only putting in 17.28%, like, that's not going to work out. Even if they're only putting in 80%, they're not putting in 100%. you have to have 100% in this relationship or connection in order for it to work out. So, one skewed idea that you have is really working too hard. Yes, relationships take hard work. I'm not saying that they take hard work, but it shouldn't be something that you have to force. It should be something that is occurring naturally, something that is flowing naturally. You shouldn't have to force someone to, want to go on a date or want to talk, have a conversation, or to express their feelings. It shouldn't be like pulling teeth it shouldn't be like pulling teeth to get someone to express themselves or get your partner to express themselves. They should be able to do that willingly. We talked about being in a healthy relationship with someone who is willing and ready. So definitely, I feel like you have the willingness and the readiness packed down. The trouble is you finding someone who is also willing and ready. Now, don't expect someone to be on your level. Another message coming in, like, I feel like for maybe half of you guys, especially if you're single, feel like you're going to attract, or your lifelong partner is going to be someone who is very mature, very emotionally mature. This person might take you off guard because of how mature they are. Yeah, that's kind of a message coming up. Yeah. And you're probably saying now, you're like, yeah, I want that. I like that. That's what I want in a relationship. You're going to be like knocked off your feet by how different this person is from your past relationships. I feel like in the past you've just done with a lot of immaturity and a lot of bullshit. Not with this person. Yeah, not with this person. This person is on their shit. They might be older than you too. But yeah, you got the Two of Pentacles here, talking about how you can fix or work through this skewed idea that you have about love. And the Two of Pentacles, at least for your reading, is definitely talking about balance, guys. We've been talking about a lot about balance and harmony. But this is really finding a good balance in within yourself, for sure. I feel like a good number of you guys, or girls, I say guys all the time. It's a gender neutral term, so please don't take any offense to it. It's gender neutral. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys just have a lot that you're juggling, a lot of things that you kind of have going on mentally is what's coming through. Juggling a lot of things mentally. One message kind of coming up is involving like same-sex couples. Happy Pride Month, everyone, by the way. Maybe one skewed idea that you may have for, those interested in same-sex relationships is that it's wrong. And that's a very skewed idea, because what is wrong about love? Love is love. I mean, that's as simple as that. So love is love. So, this skewed idea that you may have about, are my thoughts, or, am I doing something wrong, or am I doing it right? You're doing everything right. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. You love who you love. I mean, that's your soul really can't help that. Now, of course, you got free will. You can choose to, you know, who you want to be in a relationship with or not. Um, but like I said, love is love. You know, if you want to love someone of the same sex, it's okay to be gay. That just came through. Oh my gosh, where did they even come from? I feel like that was like a music video or something. Or I honestly might have just heard somebody say that. I'm from the South anyway, so yeah, that's funny as hell to me. But anyway, yeah, if some of you guys, if any of you guys are, you know, struggling with, you know, sexual orientation, like sexual identity, or you know, gender identity, just know that one, you're not alone. You're not alone. There are others out here who, you know, are having the same questions that you are having. You know, really try to connect with others who are like-minded, who, you know, don't judge you for, you know, liking what you liking. Also, fuck them, because who are they to judge? Yeah, that was a message that came up, that it really isn't for everyone, but for those who that resonated with. You are loved. I love you. The universe loves you. You're on the right path. You're doing great, sweetie. But yeah, definitely getting grounded, guys. All of you, get grounded. Meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Like, seriously, meditate. Whether if it's just a few minutes a day, whether it's in the first few minutes when you wake up or the last few minutes before you go to bed, meditate. Find some time to be present and get grounded. A lot of you guys have a, you know, what I was talking about, have a lot of things going on. This could be mentally, this could be, you know, going on around you. Shit, we all got a lot of going on around the world. I mean, like it's, can't even put it into words, but with how much shit is just going on in the world right now. But things are going to get better. I'm speaking that now. But yeah, it's really, you know, you're too focused on, you know, the external things, or focus on the problems, or you're working too hard, or you're doing too much. If you guys need to take a break from your job, take a break, take a vacation, do something. You know, don't stress yourself, don't overly stress yourself out, because this could, you know, impact other areas in your life as well. But yeah, just get grounded, guys. Yeah, that's really the best way that you guys can really come back into balance within yourself. And to really, you know, boost your ability to be able to attract this healthy relationship. You don't want to attract someone who is not grounded. You know, two ungrounded people doesn't make a ground. That was so weird, Spirit. That was funny, though. But yeah, two ungrounded people don't make a ground. That doesn't make much sense, but make it make sense, guys. Anything else with that card, Spirit? Nah. Okay, so Three of Swords, how you can accept love into your life. This is really talking about releasing past hurts and releasing, you know, things, people, beliefs, or even thoughts that really no longer serve you, that no longer serve your higher purpose, that no longer serve your goals. If your goal is to attract a healthy, balanced relationship, having, you know, those things that I just listed, you know, within your energy field it's not gonna do you right. You're gonna attract the wrong thing. You attract what you are. So if you're still holding on to past hurts, you might attract someone who also, you know, still holding on to their hurts, or will hurt you too. I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. You know, you can't get in a relationship and expect the person to be your knight in shining armor and things are just gonna get better, and you know the fog is gonna clear once you're with the love of your life. No, we got free will. If you get into this relationship with this person and you're still harping on the past, you still got these self-limiting beliefs, you still nagging about what woulda, coulda, shoulda, or what these people did to you in the past, that person's gonna be like, I don't know. I'm gonna get up out of here because this person seems very ungrounded and seems like they want to take their anger and their pain out on me. Because that's what it seems like when people get into relationships with hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. Ugh, tongue-tied. Hurt people hurt people. There we go. Don't be that person, you know? And don't be afraid that the other person is going to hurt you. You know, if you, that could be a self-limiting belief as well. You know, we talked about trust issues. You know, if you get into a relationship or a connection, or you start dating someone and you feel like, oh, this person seems very playerish, or they might hurt me, or they're on their phone a lot, so they must be texting other people, or, you know, things like that. If you're overthinking it, it's most likely not true. It's your own fears. Now, if it's your, like, an intuitive feeling, an intuitive gut feeling, you would know. You would know the difference between your intuition and fear. It's two different feelings. It comes from two different places. Don't listen to your ego. Don't listen to that fear. Listen to your intuition when it comes to, you know, matters like that. But 9 times out of 10, if you yourself are healed, if you yourself are walking in self-love and self-care, and you've done your work to attract a healthy relationship, why would the universe send you an unhealthy relationship? You know, think about it like that. So don't automatically think that people just want to hurt you. No, they're not. It's just, it's all in your head. But yeah, just really, really work on releasing what no longer serves you, what and who no longer serves you, because it's not going to do you well in your relationships. You can be destined to be with one person, but if you're not working on yourself, if you're not healed, if you're still holding on to past hurts, you're going to fuck it up. And that's just me being honest with you guys. I don't sugarcoat much. Now, the world card. How can you find someone who is ready, willing, and able to be in a healthy relationship with you? You got the world card here, and that's pretty good. You know, this really goes hand in hand with everything. This is really talking about, you know, what I talked about with starting off the journey with the Fool card. The Fool is about new beginnings, you know, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, and, you know, just almost starting over. But you got the World card here. This is, you know, this is saying, like, you know, take everything that you've learned throughout your journey, you know, from the Fool all the way up until now. Everything that you've learned in your journey, you know, whether it's the good relationships, the bad ones, the ones that made you cry, the ones that you laughed a lot with, you know, whatever it may be, it happened for a reason. And that reason is to get you to where you are now. Yeah, the World card here is probably one of my favorites as well, because it also talks about change. It talks about a cycle as well, you know, the ending of a cycle. So I definitely feel like you guys are really, like I said, I've done quite a bit of reflection and, you know, really look into your past relationships and your connections, and really starting to take notice into, you know, what no longer serves you, even, you know, beliefs that you may have. Yeah, you guys are doing releasing right now. You guys are kind of in a stage of release. You've done a lot of release already, but I did feel like you guys are still releasing, still healing. But don't let that like stress you or worry you. This isn't a future spouse reading, so I can't, predict for everyone, when this would, be finished, because healing is a lifelong process. Maybe just this phase of your life could be completed. But definitely, how you can find someone who is willing, or attract someone who is willing, who's ready, willing, and able to be in a relationship, a healthy relationship with you, is by being accepting of the change. Don't fight against it. Don't fight against it. And I was really noticing this Tower card here at the bottom of the deck. This could really talk about like the resistance to change. Change is going to come in, regardless whether you want it to or not. Now, the thing is whether you are going to be, are you going to open your heart up to it? Are you going to be open arms to it? Or are you going to be closed off and things get destructive or chaotic for you, or even feel chaotic for you? Oftentimes when we're feeling just very like antsy and feeling like things are going bad, it's really in our heads. You have the power. You full well have the power and authority to shift your mindset and to shift your reality. If things are not going right, shift your mindset to say, hey, yes, things are going right. If you're having financial issues, shifting your mindset to, I have a healthy relationship and balance with money. I give and receive money equally and balanced. Money flows to me easily. Shifting your mindset shifts your reality. It just does. There's a whole psychology, a whole science to that. One podcast I've been listening to lately and has really, really been helpful for me is called the Science of Spirituality podcast. It's on Spotify. I forget their names, but I think it's like two brothers. One of them is more scientific, the other one is more spiritual, but they, come together and really give, either a scientific explanation for something spiritual, or a spiritual explanation for something that's scientific. And it just really they do a really good job at blending it and really making it make sense. But there's a whole, thing to, your mindset, growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. I'm not going to get into all that. But yeah, it's definitely, shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset is really going to put you in a position where you are able to, feel really good about yourself, and also be in an energy where you're attracting healthy relationships, healthy connections with people, whether it's friends or lovers, But it's really about you shifting your relationship, your perception on life, perception on love. Don't feel like you're undeserving of love. People be single for years. It's not because of you. Like, don't take it personal. It's not because of you. Just think of it as, I'm taking this time to date myself, to get to know myself. A lot of people want to be in relationships with other people, to love other people, but they don't even know themselves or even love themselves. It just can't have it the other way around. So definitely make sure you're working on yourselves, working on self-love and self-care. Let's get an oracle card for any advice or guidance moving forward. Spirit, what advice and guidance can you offer? I don't want these. Group 1. moving forward, Spirit, guarding their love life with guidance. I have like one card. I just get like one card, Spirit, for guidance, advice. Group 1. Yeah, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Yeah, this is about taking action. Also really goes hand in hand with the World card. Like I was saying, I definitely feel like, a cycle of you guys' life is ending and you're, on the verge of starting a new one. But this new phase of your life is going to require, you know how in job applications or you looking for a job and they got, qualifications and requirements. The requirement for you to be successful in this next phase of your life, like this next phase is going to happen regardless. Like there's no press pause, let me get ready, universe. Nah, it's going to happen regardless. I'm not, general reading. I can't read for everyone or know when everyone, might take this shift or this change or transition. But the requirement for this one is going to require you to have an open heart. And you may say, why? Or I don't want to. Literally, you never know what could happen. Going back to the example in the grocery store, let's say you're at the grocery store and, there's someone there who, one, you could, strike up a conversation with someone in the grocery store and they could turn out to be your partner. Things could progress from there. Or you might end up being friends with this person, or this person might, offer you a job, or invite you to hang out with them and their friends. Maybe you go hang out with them and their friends, and one of their friends turns out to, you guys click, and that they turn out to be your life partner. So, the universe works in very mysterious ways. Serendipity is definitely going to play a part in you guys' love life. So release expectations about who and what you want, or even how it will happen. Release those expectations because it's not going to happen the way you want it. Just release it. Yeah, I think that's all I have for you all. I hope I said something that resonated with you. Wow. And here at the bottom of the deck, and this is the last thing I promise, but it says, what do you need to release? What have we been talking about this whole time? Releasing old negative belief patterns, self-limiting beliefs, or beliefs, that you've been taught growing up. Everything that our parents teach us, or everything that we see in our parents, is not always right. It's not always right, guys. I'm sorry to tell you this. It's not always right. Every decision that your parent made for you, and I'm gonna let that sink in. Every decision that your parents made for you is not always the right decision. Keep that in mind, y'all. But, release that, release, any grudges you may have against people, even your parents. Forgiveness is going to play a part as well. In this next phase of your life, you may be either reconciling with people or fixing relationships and connections. And you're also going to be doing quite a bit of forgiving, and also accepting forgiveness. Remember, everything has a balance. So, if a person's, asking for your forgiveness, a good practice is also to forgive them. It's a good practice, y'all. Forgiveness is, not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. So, the other person can forgive you, but do you forgive them? Do you forgive yourself? So forgive. Have an open heart. Work on heart chakra. Your heart chakra is going to be important for you. Working with crystals, maybe rose quartz or other green crystals, or wearing more green clothing. Wearing more green or red, I feel like, for you guys. Eating green foods. Yes, eating green foods. um, when my spirit guides kind of, taught me about that, I was like, does green candy count? uh, that's up to you. Whatever your intentions are set. But yeah, eating green foods are really good for your heart in general, physically, but also good spiritually as well, especially if you're eating it intentionally. I'm eating this broccoli to heal, my heart space, whatever it may be. But yeah, I think that's all the messages that are coming through. I hope I said something that resonated with you guys. Please let me know how the reading resonated with you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video, to my channel. Check out my other videos if you have not already. Also, check out my Etsy page to book your own personal private reading with me. And also check out my Instagram at melanintuition28. But yeah, stay well, guys. Stay blessed. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Peace. What is up, everyone? For everyone who has chosen pile 2 with the African American Tarot deck or this labradorite crystal, here is your reading. Okay, so I went ahead and shuffled and pulled the cards for you guys. I haven't really sat down and read these just yet. But we're gonna hop into it. So the first card that you have to represent something that you can work on to help you attract a healthy relationship, you got the Devil card. So I'm definitely picking up a lot of you guys might have been attracted to pile 1. There might be some messages there for you, because I'm picking up quite a similar message, just a little bit different. But you got the Devil here. Now the Devil talks about toxicity, addiction, self-limiting beliefs. I feel like for a small number of you, you've been in quite toxic relationships or connections, and trigger warning, whether these were abusive relationships. And abuse can come in all kinds of forms, whether it's physical, sexual, mental, or verbal. I honestly feel like a lot of people have gone through like verbal abuse and mental abuse in relationships, which is a very sad and suckish thing to occur. But yeah, I definitely feel like a small number of you guys have really gone through that, and it's left quite a toll on the way that you view love, or the way that you accept love or attract love. It's really kind of left you in a state of like despair almost, or even feeling like you're undeserving of love, or even for some of you just feeling like without this one person in your life, everything's gonna go to shit, or you're never gonna meet anyone that is better than this person. And I don't feel like this for all of you. I feel like this for some of you, but yeah, I definitely feel like a lot of people are watching this pile, because I'm getting like hella messages just flooding my head right now. But I'm just gonna take them one at a time. I guess that's why I had to hold this stone for a sec. I didn't even really realize that I was holding the stone, or I even went to reach for it. But labradorite is very grounding. It takes like your energies other folks' energies, and it's just right there, smack dab. It's not gonna, penetrate or anything. But I really love to meditate with labradorite. Um, it's also a really good stone to work with for trauma as well. Maybe that's why some of you guys were drawn to it. Maybe you guys gone through quite a bit trauma in your life, and this trauma has caused you to have a kind of skewed look or outlook on love. And this could be from either your own personal experiences, or this can even be from experiences from, your childhood growing up. So maybe watching your parents' relationship or lack thereof, or even, other family members, or just anyone that you've had, or, anyone that you've, known growing up, which is quite a often occurring thing for people, to have a sort of, certain outlook on love or what love should look like. And that's just really based off of, what they've been taught growing up or what they've seen growing up. Why do you think we got so many like homophobic people out here? Society just is having a hard time just normalizing same-sex couples, or, love can come in all different forms. It doesn't even have to be, it doesn't always have to be just a man and a woman. It could be a man and a trans man, or it's so complex. So we live in such a very complex but unique world. Oh, and then you have the world card here. But definitely feel like you guys' like outlook on love has really been affected by, for some of you it's your own experiences, and for others it's, growing up and what you've seen growing up. Whether it's good or bad, it's really just, everyone is different. Everyone has had different experiences, and everyone perceives things differently. But definitely, because you got the High Priestess here, is definitely talking about taking a new perspective on your love life. Yeah, Spirit wants you to take a new perspective, or a different perspective on how you view your love life. So you got the High Priestess here to represent a skewed idea that you have about your love life. And the High Priestess in reverse could really talk about, not listening to your intuition, not listening to, your own feelings. So really going back to the, how other people tell you, what love should look like, or how you've viewed love from others, and, you've come up with how you view love yourself. Our belief system, it doesn't necessarily, we got religion and all this stuff, but ultimately it's intuitive, what feels right for you. So if you've been told, let's take same-sex couples, for example, if you've been told your whole life that, oh, that's wrong, or God doesn't like that, or, that's the devil. And I'm gay myself, so I've coming from a very, very religious, Bible-thumping family, very closed-minded Black family. Things like that are just very if it's taboo, oh, they're gonna make a huge thing out of it. So I really didn't have a good experience growing up with my sexuality. I'm, just now in a place in my life where I'm actually, happy with who I am, very accepting of who I am. Took years and years. Finally, I'm not 100% there, but I'm getting there, and that is part of my journey of self-limiting beliefs. Um, we can be told, this is wrong or this is wrong, but it's really ultimately up to you and how it feels for you. I feel like the struggle for me comes in with, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys feel this way about, any other area or aspect of your life, but, struggle for me comes in with, intuitively, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Like, what's wrong with loving somebody? Which is very contradictory to, how other people hate, especially like Christians. I mean, come on now. The whole Bible is about love. Why would it not be okay for me to love some? But anyway, um, you know, for me, it comes in with, the intuitive, there's nothing wrong with it. And then other people that, who I grew up saying that I have to respect these people, like my parents or grandparents or preachers, growing up feeling like, or being told that you have to respect these people, and what these people say is the ultimate truth. There's no way around it. If they tell you that something is wrong, it's wrong, But I, grew up with this self-limiting belief that, what other people, or what older people, or what people in authority positions tell me is the truth. And any feelings that I have about it is not right. It's not like God. And, that's part of my self-limiting beliefs, is really releasing, the dogma and the, beliefs that were forced on me versus what feels right to me. Because it's not about the other person. The other person, if that's what they want to believe, that's on them. If that makes them feel better and sleep better at night, in which I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because a lot of these preachers and shit be very homophobic, but be the main ones doing shit on the low. But that's another topic for another day. But, it's really about how it feels for you intuitively. Self-limiting beliefs and, releasing belief system is a tough business, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It can be, quite a bit of, especially when I was coming into like my spirituality and really learning to release, these, what other people telling me, oh, what you're doing or what you're believing, or, what you're, learning about or digging into is wrong. You're gonna mess with spirits and some bad's gonna, like, like, calm down, sis. Like, it's not that deep, Ultimately, my spiritual journey is just about me finding my purpose in life and finding, why I'm here on earth. And to spread love and to grow and experience. And that's what you're here for too, y'all. Of course, it's a little bit deeper than that for everyone. Everyone has their own individual paths that they have to take, but ultimately, you're here to grow, experience, and love. That's it. Like, I don't understand why people don't get that. Just grow, experience, and love. And the way that happens is by going through things. So, like I was saying, you've gone through things for a reason. You've gone through toxic relationships. You've even grew up in this family that you're in that have taught you some of these things for a reason. For some of you guys, that reason could be you learning to release. You becoming the master of releasing things and people and beliefs, thoughts that no longer serve you, that no longer serve your higher purpose, that are very toxic to you. Not what other people saying, not what other people don't like, but what is it to you? Definitely developing a sense of individuality and really tapping into your own individual power is really going to help you fix. You got the Seven of Pentacles here to talk about, how can you fix, this skewed idea that you have on love. It's really about working on it. One thing here with the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles talks about planning as well. So definitely sitting down and coming up with like a self-care routine for sure. But planning could be, anything. So let's say you have this self-limiting belief that you no longer believe, and you're scared that, maybe a family member might talk to you about it, or, and that's one of my fears too. I'm not going to front with y'all. Having a conversation with someone about my own beliefs and me coming off not knowledgeable about that or knowledgeable about my belief. But that's another thing that I've had to really release. It's not your problem. You honestly don't have to stop and say anything to anybody. You don't have to explain yourself or your beliefs to anyone. I don't care if it's your family, parents, whatever. You don't have to explain yourself. Your beliefs is your beliefs. It's what makes you feel whole and you feel complete and you feel closer to God or the creator, universe, whatever, Allah, whatever you want to name them. But definitely developing a sense of individuality. And I definitely see, I'm picking up with the Seven of Pentacles is help, support from others. So be open to support and help from others. If you need to go seek therapy, go get therapy. There's nothing wrong with it. Go see you at a licensed clinical social worker. I'm always promoting clinical social workers. I'm not against psychologists, but the approaches are quite different. And I'm a social worker myself, so I'm biased. But yeah, go seeing a therapist. Even support from your friends. I'm picking up friends. Some of you guys might be meeting new friends or meeting new people or people entering your life who are there to help you. Now, don't, be closed off and don't not accept help from these people. But definitely just be open and willing. How can you want someone who's willing to love you if you're not willing to open yourself up and love others yourself? So definitely be willing yourself to be open to new relationships or new connections with other people. Don't worry about, whether this person that's entering your life is going to be your lifelong partner or we're going to get married. No, don't worry about that. Just worry about having fun. Just go with the flow. Don't worry about what this person is wanting or the intentions of this person. Just worry about you. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles for sure. Planning, sitting down, doing some reflection. I'm seeing journaling here as well. Do some journaling work. And you got the Hierophant here in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So this could even be like alternative routes or maybe non-traditional routes, such as maybe even seeking a life coach. Side note, I am hopefully looking to Spirit is making me change my language. Like I said, self-limiting beliefs, another one of mine is, not thinking that I'm good enough or not thinking that I have the abilities and the skills to put my expertise out there. So I'm not perfect myself. But anyway, going back to, the life coaching thing, I'll be launching my own life coaching business by the end of this year. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be making announcements here and there, but I'm going through a training program myself to be able to deliver these services. So maybe some of you guys might want to go into like going back to school or going to enter like a certain trade. Maybe some of you guys want to change careers. This is your confirmation to go forward if that's what you're wanting to do. This message is not for everybody. It's just for a small number of you. If you're looking into changing your careers or doing something different, do it. You will not be unhappy with that decision. Might be slow starting off, of course. Nothing happens overnight. It's not going to work like that. But if you're working hard, working diligently, you're planning ahead of time, you're going to be golden. You're going to be good. Think of it this way. People will be like, oh, I don't want to go to school, or I don't want to, have to get these supervisor hours to get this license. And think about it, you got just this short amount of time to get whatever you need to get. And then you got the rest of your life to reap these benefits and rewards. Which option sounds better? But anyway, let's move on to this card right here. So this is talking about how can you accept love into your life. I actually want to pull a clarifier on this. Can you clarify this world card for me, Spirit? Don't tell the other group. I didn't pull any other cards or any clarifiers, but I'm just curious. I'm definitely picking up divine timing. The other group got the world card as well. But definitely divine timing with your group. Don't rush things. Don't rush your love life. Don't rush the healing. Go with the flow. Allow it to flow easily. But definitely, change, transformation coming for you guys. If you're not going through it already, can you clarify this world card for me, Spirit? Okay. Oh. You got the Sun card. Interesting. Yeah. I feel like, to clarify this with the Sun, to clarify the world for how you can accept more love into your life, is really, talking about, at least for your pile, is not dimming your light, and don't allow others to dim your light as well. And what I kind of mean by that is, don't allow other people to take advantage of you, your kindness. Yeah, just simply put, don't allow people to take advantage of you, your kindness, your love, your giving, even your happiness and your light. People could honestly be attracted to you because of the light that you give off, and the, just the light that you radiate to other people. Whether you think you do or not, you do. You give off quite a radiating frequency to others. People are drawn to that, especially negative people. And I feel like you attract very negative people into your life, whether it's friends, lovers, or whatever it may be. But you know what? Like I said, things happen for a reason. And with the Sun card here is like, in reverse, is like, don't allow these bad experiences or these bad people to skew your idea of what love is. Because that's not what love is taking advantage of other people. That's not what it is. It's about loving. It's having an equal give and take and an equal balance between your love life, between lovers. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that one. Just be careful with your energy, guys. Be careful with who you're spending your time with. Um, I definitely feel like, when I was saying, new friends being attracted to you, I feel like you're about to probably go through a releasing of friends that are no longer serving you. So don't be alarmed by that. That's a good thing when you're releasing people or when people are leaving out of your life. Don't take that as you did something wrong. No, no, no. They just can't handle your light. They just can't handle it. They just can't. And really, I was watching a video a while ago, talking about like the different signs that your manifestation is coming in, or that a blessing is around the corner, is when you are releasing people or people are walking out of your life. Yeah. Basically because you're making room for the positive and for the good, and for people who actually love and support you. You can't, keep these negative people around you. You have to be open and willing to accept new people into your life, because you never know, who you might meet through these people, or what opportunities might present themselves to you. So just keep that in mind. Everything happens for a reason. If you're losing friends or people walking away from you, especially if they're negative and toxic, goodbye and good riddance. But for real, it's a good thing. Don't be alarmed by it. You didn't do anything wrong. Stop taking things personally. Stop taking things personally. Group 2. One thing I really come to realize recently, I actually heard it on TikTok. Oddly enough, I was so against TikTok when it first came out, but now I'm just getting a lot of good shit from it. But anyway, she was talking about, when you're interacting with adults communicate to one another, whether they like something or don't like something. So if somebody, doesn't say anything, if they're, walking out of your life and, they don't say anything, what I mean? You're not telepathic. You can't read their minds. If they have a problem or issue with you, they should have been an adult and approach you with it. Or let's say you're, fearful of judgment of others. If you're, stressing about what others might say or think about you, if they're not saying it to your face, if you're just assuming that they have something to say or they're gossiping behind your back, that has nothing to do with you. Don't make that assumption. Assume that if they have a problem with you or an issue or something to say, they would communicate that to you. If not, then just assume that they don't have an issue. And when I really learned that, when I really started to implement that in my life, like my anxiety has gone down so much. I promise you it has. Really try that out. And I hope I made that make sense. But yeah. Now the last card here, how you can find someone who is, or attract someone who is ready, willing, and able to be in a healthy relationship with you. You got the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse. This is, really going hand in hand. What I was talking about is not dimming your light. It's to really being gentle and kind to yourself. Really taking care of yourself. And really being the person that you are wanting to attract. So if you are loving yourself, you're taking care of yourself, you respect yourself, you're setting healthy boundaries with yourself and other people, you're eating right, you're drinking enough water, all those self-care things, you're going to attract someone who is also, going to treat you the same way, who is going to be, very mindful of you, very mindful of your self-care as well. Someone who loves you as much as you love yourself. So if you don't love yourself, this person's probably not going to love you. But if you are completely in love with yourself, you're taking care of yourself, you're doing what you need to be doing, you're going to attract someone who is doing the same, or who will do the same for you. But yeah, the Queen of Pentacles here, in reverse really talks about neglecting yourself, neglecting your self-care. You know, just not being so nice and kind to yourself, even watching the words that you're saying to yourself or the thoughts that you're having about yourself. If you're constantly saying, oh, I'm fat, oh, I'm fat, oh, I'll never lose this weight, or I keep on gaining weight instead of lose, like, cut those, you know, negative thinking out of your mind. You know, there's no rush. You don't have to be anywhere. Your body doesn't have to be anywhere right now. You know, yes, you have a goal to lose weight, but what's not in alignment with your goal is the thoughts that you are talking to yourself with, or the way that you're talking to yourself, or the thoughts that you're having about yourself. Those are not in alignment with with your goal. So really eliminate those, and it'll help you get there faster. Belief patterns, you know, obstacles that may be in the way. Yeah. But definitely just being more gentle and kind to yourself, showing yourself more love, being open and accepting of help and support from others. Stay intuitive as well. Listen to your intuition. I'm really drawn to this purple, or is this pink? Looks very purplish to me. But purple, you know, is the color of, you know, the crown chakra. That's your channel to spirit, to the universe. So definitely just staying open to the messages that are coming to you, that you're being guided towards. If you're hearing like ringing in your ears, that's your spirit guides, your angels trying to communicate to you. So listen in, listen into it, really tune into it if that's something that happens for you. I'm gonna pull some, whoa, some oracle cards to get some advice, guidance for pile 2, spirit guidance, advice moving forward regarding their love life. Spirit, what guidance or advice can we send the group to off with? Ooh, being stingy. I get like one card at least, spirit. Oh, thanks. Yeah, bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Yeah, I'm picking up Aquarius energy here. Also Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Cancer as well. Or Sagittarius. You can be one of those signs. You don't have to for this to resonate with you. But yeah, bring love into the situation. This is you opening up your heart. This is you having a good balance and flow within your heart space and within love. So don't be the one that's always giving, or taking. You know, be the one that has a good balance, and teaches the other to have a good balance as well. But definitely you have to have a good balance within your love life, within yourself first, actually. New moon in Aquarius might be an important time. Oops, sorry, my camera cut off. But I'm back. There's that Mercury retrograde again. I promise y'all, in my last video, I don't know if y'all heard the intro or not, but my previous video that I recorded got deleted. But on that one, I was having a lot of technical issues, like trying to film it, especially like on the last pile. My phone kept on dying and I couldn't find a charger anywhere. It was just a hot mess. But yeah, we're not gonna have these issues, Mercury. Not today. But yeah, going back to this, I actually want to pull one more. Can I get one more spirit? Yeah, this is really nurturing yourself as well. I'm really drawn to like the little water bearer here. And nurturing yourself could come in a lot of different forms. It doesn't have to look one way, but make sure you're drinking enough water, getting enough nutrients, fruits and veggies, y'all, or at least taking your vitamins. But definitely just really one thing coming through is really investing in yourself and really pouring into yourself. A lot of you guys have really been neglecting yourself, neglecting your health, whether it is physical health, mental health, emotional health. I feel like, you know, out of those, you've been neglecting something as far as your health. And Spirit's really urging you to really get back on it. Whatever it may be, it's different for everyone. You know, whatever kind of comes into your head as I'm talking about it is probably it. Can I get one more, Spirit? Ooh, I had like 5 of them try to come out. Ooh, okay. I shall take these, Spirit. I shall take. So you got a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Then you got conclusions are within reach. The last pile got this one. And then here at the bottom, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. That's a message all by itself right there. Don't let... I know it's easier said than done. But for real, don't let pride get in your way, guys. It's part of the ego. It will hold you back. Is your pride and you know, not wanting to look some way in front of other people or something about your reputation. You know, if you're wanting to take a leap of faith, trying something different, doing something new, growing, experiencing something new, do it. Take that leap of faith. Yeah, you got fiery climax approaches and conclusions are within reach. Yeah. Some of you guys are, you know, having a decision to make. This is your confirmation to go with your intuition, go with your passion, because you do have Aries and Leo energy here, which is very fire energy, passionate energy. So go with your passions, whatever this decision is for you. Do what makes you happy, not what other people want you to do, or not based off of the practical that's coming through too, but based off of your intuition, what makes the most sense with your intuitive knowledge. But yeah, you got conclusions are within reach and a fiery climax approaches. So yeah, a lot of you guys are, you know, making some shifts and some changes in your life, positive changes and shifts. You know, don't be scared to make a decision, and don't think that, making a certain decision is going to turn out wrong or bad. No, everything happens for a reason. You make certain decisions for a reason. Yeah, I think that's all I have for y'all. Yeah, please let me know how the reading resonated with you in the comment section. Yeah, check out my Etsy page at I'm sorry, that's my Instagram. But my Etsy page, check it out. It's in my description box. In my tarot, where you can go and book your own personal private reading with me. You can ask for this spread here, or you can ask like certain, I went certain cards for a certain question. However way you want the reading, or you can ask any other question that you want. But yeah, check that out. Check out my Instagram at melanintuition28. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It'll be good to have you guys along. So stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace. All right, last but not least, group 3. For those of you who have chosen the vice versa tarot deck or this rainbow moonstone here, here is your reading. So I went ahead and pulled the cards. Yeah, I went ahead and pulled the cards for you guys, laid them out. I haven't really had a chance to read them because I just literally just flipped them, laid them out, and kept them moving. Just a few messages here and there, but yeah. Give me a second to read them. Okay, so the first card you have starting off is this 5 of Wands here. And the 5 of Wands here is to represent something that you can work on to help you attract a healthy relationship. So with the 5 of Wands representing that, I definitely feel like one thing that you guys can work on to attract a healthy relationship is working on something about conflict. I feel like this is wow, okay. So for some of you, this is literal conflict with other people. This conflict can come in all shapes, forms, and fashions. This is a general reading. I'm not sure about everyone's situations right now, but yeah, conflict, this could be like third-party situations. This could be obstacles or blockages in your path, whether it's a person or a mindset, or even because honestly, what I'm picking up mostly is like it's more of conflict within your head. Now, don't take offense to that. I'm not calling you guys crazy or anything, or mentally ill, but fear is an illusion. It just is. Fear is an illusion. 9 times out of 10, when you have a fear of something, or you're fearing like an obstacle in your way, the obstacle isn't really there. It just isn't. I'm sorry to break that to some of y'all, but yeah, most of the time that literal fear is not there. That's like fearing something that hasn't even happened yet. Let's say you want to go talk to your crush or something, or, yeah, want to go talk to your crush. Um, you know, Fear would say, oh, what if they reject you? Or what if you don't get the outcome that you want? That's fear. You don't want to listen to that because it hasn't even happened. And it doesn't have to happen. Remember that. It doesn't have to happen. That fear is just it's just a chemical response, neural response to, what our body is used to having or used to experiencing. So if you're um, if you're thinking fear, then you're going to manifest that fear as well, because what you are putting out there in the universe, whether it's your words or thoughts, is what you're manifesting. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, I don't look good enough for this person will never date me or talk to me, then that's what you're going to get. But if you really approach the situation, because you do have the hangman here, it's about taking a new perspective or a new outlook on situation or life or whatever the situation may be. But it's really just taking a new perspective on the situation. Going back to that scenario, you can sit there all day and think about what woulda, coulda, shoulda, or, oh, I should talk to this person, but I'm scared they might reject me. Rejection is divine protection. I've talked about this in pretty much all three piles. Rejection is divine protection or divine intervention, whichever one you want to use. So if someone rejects you, that's a good thing. Don't ever, ever take rejection bad. Ever. If that's a self-limiting belief of yours, that's something that you guys really need to work through. Some of you guys really need to work on releasing fear as well. You do have the death card here at the bottom of the deck, really working on releasing, mindsets that really no longer serve you, that really keep you in a stuck place. The obstacle isn't there. It's not there. I'm telling you guys this now. This is your confirmation, whoever needs it. The obstacle is not there. It's in your head. It hasn't even manifested in real life, in the 3D. It's not there. It's in your head. But if you change your mindset to believe that, the obstacle is not there, I have complete and full access to this blessing, to this goal that I'm wanting, or this manifestation that I'm trying to, speak into fruition into my life. The obstacle that's in front of is not there. This is my ego telling me that, I'm not good enough, or I'm not deserving, or I'm unworthy. That's your ego. Don't listen to your ego when it comes to your love life or your confidence. Definitely picking up like solar plexus, pretty much your lower chakra, solar plexus, your sacral chakra. I'm not picking up too much root chakra. It could be, but definitely solar plexus and your sacral chakra are a little bit blocked. Now that's not an illusion. The energetic blockages are really come from, your mindset and, what you're feeding it. So definitely Reiki healing could help you guys. Meditation could help you guys. Shamanism or a shamanic healing could help. Definitely Reiki for sure. But, definitely learning to really utilize the power that's inside of you. You guys are very, very intuitive, very intelligent. I'm picking up very smarts from you guys. It's the smart for me, but very intelligent, creative as well. I'm picking up a lot of Gemini energy here. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, and Scorpio. You don't have to be in any of those signs for this to resonate, but those are the zodiac signs that I'm picking up, and those can be sun, moon, or rising. Specifically your moon sign. Look into what your moon sign is, guys. Go look up your birth chart. You won't be disappointed. Go look up your birth chart and really tune into the astrological aspect of you, because that is real. I don't understand why more people are not into astrology, because it really gives you a good roadmap and really gives you good concrete guidance. Because for my folks out there that like structure and organization, my Virgos, I'm a Virgo rising, and I'm Scorpio sun, so it kind of contradicts a little bit, but the Virgo side of me really enjoys structure and organization. So me really getting into astrology has really been helpful for me and my lifestyle, and for improving the quality of my life, because now I know astrologically, you know, what I need to be doing. But definitely tapping into astrology, tapping into the moon cycle for you guys as well. Really tapping into your intuition, or even working with the moon to help boost your intuition as well. Because the moon and your intuition are very, very, very connected. Even your divine feminine, working with your divine feminine. Some of you guys, your divine feminine needs to be healed. Yeah. Some divine feminine healing that needs to be done for a lot of you. That was an interesting message to come up. I don't think I've heard that before. Now let's move to the High Priestess here. And it's funny because the last Pile Pile 2 got the High Priestess in this position. But this is representing how, or a skewed idea that you have about love. And with the High Priestess here in reverse, I feel like one skewed idea that you have about love is that you are undeserving of it. You don't feel like you're deserving of true love or a healthy relationship, since that's the topic of the reading. But definitely, some of you guys are just having like self-worth issues or self-deserving issues. Maybe you guys have been through quite a bit in your love life to where it's like, am I going to meet the one? Do I deserve the one? Have I done everything that I should have done? The answer is yes. You've done everything that you should have done, everything that you could have done. Everything happens for a reason, so don't blame yourself for the outcome of certain situations or relationships or connections. It's not your fault. Everything happens for a reason. So don't stress about, you know, the whys. Just really not even stressing, but really putting your focus into really releasing these negative belief systems or belief patterns that you've had. Because I definitely see you like attracting like the same old kind of person. But like I said, going back to the mindset thing, it's really all in your mindset. You're attracting what you are feeling like you are deserving. So if you feel like you only deserve half a good person, then you're going to get half a good relationship. So just definitely main thing for you is just being careful of your thoughts. You guys are very, 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 very powerful manifestors. And thinking negative thoughts, saying negative things, having negative beliefs will fuck up your manifestations. It just will. You're putting out there, something negative, you're going to get that back. So definitely working on, because you got the Four of Wands here, and the Four of Wands is about like positivity, happiness. So definitely just, the Four of Wands here to represent how you can fix this skewed idea. Can turn that back around that you have about love. It's just really being more positive and optimistic about your love life. Now, I know that is easier said than done. Trust me, y'all. I get that. That is easier said than done. A lot of times we even get comfortable, thinking negative thoughts. I know for a really long time, and I'm really just now getting out of it. It's having like, or playing like these scenarios in my head that haven't even happened, not even real at all, or even scenarios of, what I should have done in past relationships, or what I've wished I could have done in past connections, or wish I could have said. Having these scenarios play out in my head all the time, that shit makes you crazy. That's adding on to that negative mindset, because it's making your body used to having those feelings. And psychologically, your brain neurons will start to, pick up on these patterns, and it will start to get used to it, and it will start craving, these neuro connections. I hope I'm explaining this right. But your body will get used to it. Your body and your mind are very, very closely related, more than most people even think. But yeah, your body would crave these negative thought patterns. So you're not crazy if you're, having these scenarios play out, or you're thinking negative, and, whatever it may be, you're not crazy. It's really just comes from your body being used to feeling this way or thinking this way. So it takes discipline, and it takes will and willpower to really shift your mindset and move from a place of lack and a place of negativity to a place of happiness and joy. You don't have to have somebody in your life. Spirit wants you to really get onto that too. You don't have to have somebody in your life. You don't have to have a lover in your life to make your life just the best thing ever. You don't have to have that. You can be bad all by yourself. You can be happy and joyful and experience love all by yourself. You don't have to have other people. That's a lesson that Spirit is really wanting you to learn in this lifetime. You don't have to have anybody. You just need yourself. You should be able to be in a relationship or a connection and, be just fine if the person was to be gone for like a month on like a work trip or something. Of course, yes, you would miss them, but also your world is not going to crumble because the person had to go leave for work for a while. Like, no. I'm also picking up that some of you guys might marry someone in the military. So in the military, or they may have a job where they travel a lot. So, or work a lot of hours. So definitely learning to be good out by yourself is going to really save a lot of you guys' relationships or marriages in the future. Because if you don't love yourself, if you're not, happy just by yourself, not to say that you don't need this person or can't use the company of this person, but if you can't feel these feelings or feel these emotions for yourself, the connection is not going to work out. It's going to end up being a problem or an issue. Insecurities are going to start creeping up. Folks going to start thinking that, oh, they might be cheating on me. All these insecurities and ego things are going to start creeping up. But if you start now working on self-love, and working on being happy all by yourself. It doesn't matter if you're single for the next 5 years. You should get to a point where you say, oh, I can be single for the rest of my life and I would be just fine. Spirit really wants you to get to a point now. Some of you guys are rolling your eyes and like, no, that's not me. I don't think I'll ever be like that. You will. You will. Work towards that. That's where you want to be in order to attract this person, attract true love, attract a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is going to come out of you having a healthy relationship within yourself first. Spirit's like no exceptions. Your spirit guides, group 3, some of you guys have some like tough love spirit guides, and I'm really digging it. I am digging it for real, for real. Really tune in, guys, to your spirit guides and your angels, because they are really sending you guys messages and synchronicities and healing and support along the way. But it's like some of you guys aren't paying attention to your intuition. You're ignoring it. You're not following where you need to be going. You're not doing what you feel passionate about. Some of you guys are just plain old, just not happy. But you know what? That's okay. You will get to a place where you are progressing towards a place. Let's put it that way. I had to change my perspective too. I had to change my shift way of talking. And that's something I'm working on too. But you are perceiving. That goes from a place of, wanting to a place of having. You don't want happiness. You already have happiness. You, like I said, you have to speak things as if it's, it's already happened. Speak it into existence. Even if you don't even feel it. If you having a worst day, you just feel awful, just keep on telling yourself, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm joyful. I'm having an amazing day. And what we were talking about with the, neurotransmitters, they're going to start changing too. They're going to be like, oh, well, they're not feeling this negative emotion anymore. Maybe we should start, making some more positive charges, or, let's change the... And I'm not a scientist, guys. This is just, based off of my research and, my own beliefs. But also, scientifically, psychologically, these are facts as well. I just suck at explaining stuff. So don't kill me for it. But definitely check out, I really listened to a podcast. It's really done just hella work for my spiritual growth and my perspective on life. But it's a podcast on Spotify called Science and Spirituality. But it's like mending the both of the scientific reasoning behind certain spiritual aspects or phenomena, and the other way around. So it does a great job. It's ran by 2 brothers. One is more spiritual, the other is more scientific, but they really do an amazing job at explaining things that just really made a huge impact on my life. So definitely check that out if you're interested. And also the Self-Love Fix. It's another podcast I listen to. Now she does great work. Has helped me tons and tons on my self-love journey. I feel like you guys can really benefit from that. She's also helped me change my perspective on my love life and different aspects of my love life as well. So check that out. But yeah, it's in your mindset, guys. It's in your mindset. You guys really need to shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. We don't want to be stuck in the same place, in the same space in our life. We do that to ourselves. You're not really stuck. You're just having a hard time seeing another point of view or seeing something different. which tarot readings can help with that as well. Even speaking with a therapist or speaking with someone who may be in the same career path that you're wanting to go down. You know, whatever it may be, the support and the resources are out there for you. There are no obstacles in your way. Some of you guys will be like, well, I don't have enough money, or my finances won't you know, allow me to do what I want to do. If you want something, do it. Just do it. If you want to go get a massage, ask the universe, I need the money to get me a massage so I can feel good. You put it like that, the universe is going to give it to you. But it's really just going to take you shifting from a mindset of lack to a mindset of abundance. And understanding that money is a form of energy, guys. You know, you got to be able to give and receive equally. You can't be holding your money all the time. Save, it's good to save, but if you holding on to money and you don't have no goals or plans with it, and you're just keeping it up just to keep it, why would you expect something more to come? You're not, you know, flowing with it. But that's just a side message. Somebody needs to hear that. But let's move on. So this card right here representing how you can accept more love into your life. And the Two of Cups, for me, when I first saw this, the first thing that came out to me, or the first word that came out to me, was communication. And the Two of Cups also talks about communication. I forget the names of like the two snakes here, but it's basically representing Hermes, the Greek god. He's the god of communication. He was the communicator between, you know, everywhere. Just think of FedEx or something. You know, take a message from Olympus, from the heavens, all the way down to Hades. But, you know, communication for sure with you guys. And I feel like communication, what's the expression I'm looking for? It's like no something. Oh, I can't think of it. But basically, like, unapologetically, just really being yourself unapologetically and really expressing yourself unapologetically, not stressing or worrying about what others may think or say about you, because fuck that, fuck them. You know, judgment from others is not your issue, it's not your problem. If an adult has a problem or issue with you, they should be able to express those things to you in a very healthy and communicative way. If not, then just assume that they don't have a problem with you. When I really learned that and really started to take that perspective into my own life, my anxiety has gone like down. Has really been improving. But basically, just don't take anything personally. If somebody has a problem or issue, or has something to say to you, they will say it, or they should say it. If not, it's not your problem. But anyway, you know, communication is really communicating with people how you feel, how you're really feeling, not the, oh, I'm fine, or I'm doing good. You know, if you're having a bad day, say it. I'm not having too good of a day. Now, if it's a negative emotion, you may not be having a good day right now, but you are having one. Does that make sense? You know, we talked about the mindset thing. It's like you might not be having a good day, but tell yourself you're having a good day. You know, really shift that perspective. You know, even talking with other people, being like, hey, I'm not having such a good day. And, you know, accepting support from that person. You know, don't be closed off accept support and love from others when it's being extended to you. Because you got to have that equal give and take and that equal balance with with love, with communication, with anyone in your life. Yeah, communication for sure, will definitely help you, accept and attract more love into your life. Um, hmm. Yeah, and just being more gentle and kind with yourself. One thing that's funny to me, you got the Four of Wands, you got the Two of Cups, and both of them are like really, really good cards to get in a love reading. Um, Two of Cups is probably one of my favorites to get in a love reading. So you guys have a lot of good things in your love life that's ahead of you. Don't think that it's not. Don't think that, oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life, or it's taking forever to attract this love, and yada, 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 all this negative talk. It's not true. You are very deserving of love. You are worthy of love, true love, a healthy love. But, kind of moving over to the Hangman here to talk about how you can or will find someone who is ready, willing, and able to be in a healthy relationship with you is by really looking at your love life from a different point of view. It's really taking your love life into your hands and not allowing other people to sway you, or not allowing other people's judgments or worries or even paranoia or fear to affect you. Because, you got the Hangman here. He is minding his business. He's hanging upside down. He's, it's an act of surrendering to the universe, trusting in the universe, trusting in God that things will happen the way it's supposed to happen, divine timing. You are on the right path. You can't rush it. But you know what? On the back here, he got these onlookers that are like, what are you doing, my guy? You just hanging there, you're going to be sick. But, he has this very serene look on his face, very calm. He knows what he's doing. He knows the life that he has set out for him. He understands the reasoning for him doing this. And he's not worried about what people are saying or thinking. He's doing what's best for him. So definitely just do what is best for you guys. Don't worry about how others may think or perceive you, or whatever it may be. Just do you. Work on you. Yeah, self-healing. I'm seeing shadow work here as well. So if you guys need to be doing your shadow work, get into your shadow work. It's like DIY therapy. Also, for some of you guys, reflecting on, self-limiting beliefs or belief systems about love that you've had growing up, or what you've seen in maybe your parents or lack thereof, or, other couples that you've grown up seeing, or even what you've been told or taught about love or relationships. Really reflecting on what really resonates with you and what doesn't. And if it doesn't resonate with you anymore in this stage of your life, release it. It doesn't resonate with you for a reason. Release it. Surrender it to the universe. Because it can hold you back. I promise you. Can I get some advice, guidance, spirit for group 3? Guidance. guidance or advice. I get like one more. Oh, a new start is coming. New moon. Yeah. If you guys are shifting and changing and transforming, you got the death card here at the bottom of the deck, which talks about rebirth, renewal, transformation, transition. You know, don't be scared. Don't be fearful of the change and transition, but, you know, be open to it. You know, death is a transition. It's not the end. You know, that also, people fear death, but it's an illusion. You know, the fear of death is an illusion because we're all just going back to the same space. As you can see here, you know, this is their perception of death. They think it's just some, you know, big scary thing, but really it's not. It's something, you know, simple. It's something natural, something that we all go through. You know, that dance of life, look like she's back there dancing. But I definitely feel, you know, with this new moon energy is, you know, a transformation or a transition within your love life. But this transition, this change is going to happen regardless. But to be successful, and here's your cheat sheet, to be successful, shift your mindset. Shift your mindset. Stop thinking negatively. Stop it. I don't care if it's right in front of your face. Stop thinking negatively. Just don't think that way. Think positive. Like I said, it's easier said than done, but when you actually work on it, work towards it, and you're actually, you know, intentional about it, it works. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Yeah, some of you guys need to take a leap of faith. Get out there and really do things that you wouldn't normally do. Take new adventures. Really step out on faith. You know, this person right here in the back is really giving me like the Fool energy, and the Fool is about taking a leap of faith, taking on new adventures, starting a new journey. I feel like if you want change to happen, it's going to require you to make the first move. If you're wanting, you know, your love life, no, let's go back to the self-care example. If you're wanting your, you know, self-care to be back on track, if you want to be more healthy, you know, you don't have to change everything drastically, but maybe the first, you know, it says the first move. First move doesn't mean everything. First move is, what are you willing to do first or doing right now? What can you change or shift right now? So if you're doing like self-care, you know, maybe starting off by, I don't know, doing 10 minutes of exercise every day. You want to get healthy. You want to be physically fit. That's your goal. You want to be physically fit. So maybe the first move is taking 10 minutes a day to exercise. And then once you get your exercise up, you can increase more time. And then after you get to a certain time, you can maybe start changing your diet around. So maybe changing your diet, or while you're doing the 10 minutes, you know, shifting your diet around. Maybe you are incorporating a meatless Monday, or maybe you're taking sugar out of your diet. You know, baby steps is what I'm getting at. Baby steps. You don't have to do everything at once. There's no rush. Your love life is going to be there. I promise you. There's no rush. Just take baby steps. If you're finding yourself now feeling like you got a lot of things going on, you're juggling a lot of things, or you're trying to manifest or do a lot of things right now, stop. Just take a step back. Get some rest. Once you're rested and rejuvenated, come back and take baby steps. Take it slow, one at a time. It doesn't matter if you've done a lot of work for it. Just take a step back. Take baby steps. A lot of times we can be rushing stuff and we can miss important things or important details in what we're trying to do. Don't rush it. That's another big message for you. Take your time. You know, it's in your cards. Here, it's right here. A new start is coming. Change and transformation is on its way. It's around the corner for you, on the verge of it, but it's really going to require you to stay positive, optimistic, and patient. All right. Oh, and here at the bottom of the deck, you got prosperity lies ahead, new moon and Taurus. Yeah, another new moon, prosperity. Like I said, good things are coming your way, y'all. But only if you believe it. You have to believe it. You know, if you're wanting change, you have to believe that change is coming. You have to believe it's there. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys, Group 3. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please check out my Etsy page to book your own personal private reading with me. We can do this spread, or I have a singles spread that I do as well. Singles reading, so check that out. Check out my other videos on here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video or my other videos. Also check out my Instagram at melanintuition28. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you guys again soon. Peace.